Okay.
Get started. You can.
Good afternoon, everyone. This Good afternoon, everyone. This is Team 3 from third year PDP. Today we're going to discuss about how expectation kills happiness. I think so. Expectation kills happiness because if we expect more, if we don't achieve that thing, then we'll get disappointed. We'll get disappointed.
Yeah, I completely agree with Akina. As she said, yes, definitely keeping more expectations without doing anything might kill our happiness because when we expect for something, we have to work hard for it. If only we expect for something which is totally out of our league, it's gonna disappoint us in the future.
But I partially agree with you. Without expectations, we can't achieve anything, right? So we have to minimize our expectations to maintain our happiness, but not completely. We have to expect them, and we have to maintain our expectations so that we can manage our things and also we can create our own happiness.
But expecting more kills our happiness because, for example, our marks are mid marks. Sometimes we expect more marks and ended up with less marks. It's a big heartbreak thing for us.
Yeah,
For that, we
Haripriya.
should do hard work.
Yeah, I agree with Haripriya because recently we wrote our mid exams, right? So for one subject, I thought I was gonna get the full marks for complete marks, and I ended up losing 5 marks. I don't know how I did the mistake, and I didn't even see my answer papers because I expected too much that I hoped for the better results. That I thought I was completely ready for it, but I was not.
But sometimes expectations gives a positive energy, like it boosts us up. If we don't, it gives some confidence also. Like if we expect something, we get some peace of mind out of
That
it.
happens when we achieve them.
Usually, when I agree with you, Harpreet, but usually when we expect something, if we won't get in return, it becomes disappointing.
So for that we have to maintain our expectations. Like we expect more in mid-exams and we know what we have written. So for that we have without more. I mean without more the expectations we cannot go through the things we want to achieve.
As expectations kills your happiness only when you doesn't do your work as you planned. Expected your is not wrong. So you have to do your work as you plan. Then only you can gain your
Yeah,
what
in
you
my
expect.
opinion, I think we should have expectations, but we should limit the expectations.
I understand where this is going. So she says that we should have expectations, and I'm adding one point to it. Like, yeah, we should have expectations, but we should work according to our expectations. Like, I can expect to finish an essay for tomorrow, but I should also work hard for it to make it look very effective, right?
Expectation, when you have expectations within you, you will be focused on your goal or something, but you have to start on your work. Without getting in, without not doing any work, you don't need to expect something.
All the expectations that should be in some limits. So what you put on work is should decide your result. Doing such a small things, such a small mistakes, and expecting a lot of good results shouldn't.
For good results only, we should do hard work.
Yeah,
It
not
was
just
to
only
have the
expectation. It may become in person too. If you expect something in a good way, it will not receive. It may hurt our.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Expectations is worth to have, but we have to limit it so that every people have their happiness without the expectation and with expectations also.
Well, I partially agree with Varshita because expecting is not in our hands. Like if I start working on something, I will be like, okay, someday I'm going to success. Yeah, I'm definitely going to success, and I know that I can't I can't help it. Like expecting for so much, and
Yeah,
the
I strongly agree with
the only
Monica.
thing I can do is to work hard for it. Like, to reach my expectations, I need to work hard for it.
Yeah, I strongly agree with Monica. If we want to if we want to reach somewhere, we should we should expect something, because without expectations, it will be like in a passive manner. So
And we have to hard for it.
we should work hard for it to achieve them also.
So we are always talking about happiness and expectations. Because sometimes expectations also motivates us to start a new day, to start a new thing, and which is something you can deserve through your hard work and achieve your
Yep,
dreams.
I completely agree with Bhushan. When we expect for something, we would be so excited to start our day. So when I start my day expecting for having a good day, I would work hard for having a good day. Like, I will be so excited to get along with everyone and have a good day.
And it gives a cheerful to many people to go on with their day also.
Vishwas, I agree with you. Actually, I have a dream to crack GATE exam. But if I don't expect, how can I get focus on it? So expect something when you work, it will be then expectation is become worth. Then it unless it become worthless.
Yeah. Expectations have their pros and cons also. Expectation is not only kills the happiness, it gives the happiness also.
I agree with you, but when we reach that expectation, what will get that happiness? So we would like to conclude this discussion. So we would like to conclude this discussion with balancing the both pros and cons, saying that we should have expectations. We should expect for having a good day or having a good success ahead, but we should limit up to what extent we can expect ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are from Team 5 of 3rd year Triple B. Today, we are here to do a group discussion on the topic about technology death of libraries. So, it is absolutely correct because we have seen many people in these days are not even went to the libraries. Instead of the libraries, they use their smartphones or computers or else, laptops, etc. They grab the things from the internet. But I think reading books give the much greater knowledge from the grasping the things from the internet sources.
Also, you're absolutely right because libraries have plenty of knowledge gathering technologies and phones. We are using phones for not only for knowledge purpose, we also use for the external knowledge. But what is partially right because only libraries can only what about the knowledge in books only give, but not give the present what are doing and outside and what are doing there.
Yes, I agree with Madhu because libraries partially give knowledge on the things what happened previously, but they can't update on the present ones. So, yeah. Then libraries, uh, technology. Suppose we have mobile phones, the technology using technology, mobile phones update the information as soon as possible.
Nowadays people carrying mobile phones, they again carry a lot of books. They simply carry their mobile phones as well as
Nowadays technology is moving day by day. So people are not going to library. There are a lot of citizens in mobile phones. They are not going to libraries.
Yes, I agree with Praveen because it makes us save time that we don't need to go outside from our home.
Yes,
Internet
I
like
obey to Rajesh. But instead of technology, we need to have some bookish knowledge. So other than technologies, not all are found in a mobile phone. So bookish knowledge is also important.
I agree with Harshini. Nowadays, technology is developed, and people are not reading the books, and they are searching in mobile phones and laptops.
So I think that using technology or using libraries for gathering information is based on the situation. If we sit at a particular place and if we need to gather information, we prefer libraries. And if we uh, gather information while we are outside and outside the city, then we prefer technology, using technology. So I think that based on the situation, we prefer to choose either library or
yes, I
technology.
agree with Rajesh that based on situations we need some video preferences that we cannot look into in library. So we use internet and other technologies.
No, I will not agree to the statement libraries, technology skilling libraries because in olden days everyone can go to libraries and they will read, but instead of that, nowadays people are using smartphones. But while reading smartphones PDFs, we cannot have a feel that we are reading a book. So there is so much of distraction while using smartphones. So everyone will go to the library instead of
I
using smartphones.
completely disagree with Rajesh statement because he says that in olden days all we use books to learn information, learn something. But there is a lot of change between olden days to the present day. Technology has been rapidly increased, so we have to change based upon the
But
technology.
also the absolute, but when we use mobile phones too much, so we have got many eye efforts and but when we read books we have more time. We doesn't get any efforts, but and we have got more intention to get more knowledge.
As Madhu said, so we used to read many novels in the books. We used to wait for the next part and also. But nowadays people are only using some mobile phones and downloading the PDFs and all. So there is no curiosity in the reading of novels and storybooks.
Yes, what she said is exactly correct. And also, if we read the any knowledge from the mobile phones, we have so many distractions when compared to the book reading. So
That's due to mobile phones, medicine, and busy lifestyles. Many people do not have enough time to read books. Yes, nowadays people are using only mobile phone once, but they don't have any knowledge to don't have any more knowledge. They refer to books in the libraries, so it may be useful to read it. So one more I question that what would you do if you don't have time to reach
At that time it is good, but people are nowadays, as Sunil said, nowadays people only carrying this single mobile phone, not even a single one. And in college times also they used to read only PDFs. Like we also have recently wrote mid exams. All students only take their phones and read PDF, not like the textbooks. So while in PDF also we get much knowledge, but in textbooks we can get more knowledge than this. Why? Because PDF is the is shortly explain about the all topics, but textbooks is more explanation about the topic, and we also read easily with the textbooks, and we can also get more knowledge from the textbooks.
Yes, I agree with you. Also, if we have a busy schedule, then we prefer the mobile phones. But we have the time, then we went to the libraries instead of using the mobile phones.
So yes, yes, I understood that all of us obey that teaching like this or getting information on with libraries is much better than using mobile phones or technology. Right? So I conclude that mobile phones are not much good for humans or students, anyone, rather than libraries. Thank you.
Wait.
Sorry. Good afternoon, everyone. We are team three from third year POs. So we are going to discuss about how do deadlines destroy creativity. So every work will have a deadlines, no matter how easy or difficult is that. Sometimes people feel uh, a pressure while meeting the deadlines. So
Yes, Sakila, I agree with you. Um, yes, Sakila, I agree with you. Yes, creativity needs some time, right? If you put the limits on them, if you put limits, it is difficult to thinking freely and experimenting with new ideas. So there is deadlines.
But most of the times, deadlines. But most of the times, for every work, there should be a particular period of time. So it should be in a professional and integrative way.
But sometimes it keeps so much stress on us, and we sometimes we may copy from others also, because always keep always putting deadline in our mind, and we feel so much of stress.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Haripriya. Uh, because of the deadlines, most of the students are lack of creativity. Without they are depending upon the other sources like Google and ChatGPT. Now AI tools are came.
We
So,
can't, but however, we do need deadlines. You are saying that deadlines are giving us much stress and everything. But without deadlines, for example, if for example, the case study, we had so much time, like for a 1 month of time, but we didn't do it. Why?
Deadlines are okay
Firstly,
for-
one thing is we lack the discipline to do the work on time.
If we
And
have
then,
time limit,
and let me finish. And then we even asked for extensions of the time. Did you do it?
Yes.
You should be
Yeah.
aware of your deadline, and you have to start your work from the first day itself. So if you negligence, if you cross your deadline, so deadlines are not killing your what creativity.
if
So
we have time limit, then we can't show our creativity.
we have to prove ourselves with the creativity.
Yes.
Now
If we have
we
some, if we have a deadline or we can't finish at that time, then we can't show our creativity fully.
I think but it gives the lower quality of yeah. Listen, I think the deadlines, the duration of time
if you cannot
matters.
deadline, it will collapse your system. So deadlines are must and should.
Yeah, so I think the
If you are
duration.
creative, you can do your work on the time. So
Yeah, deadlines are okay for undisciplined
sometime,
people. Sometimes we may feel lazy, and we'll postpone our work.
So
Yes, I
completely,
think deadlines are important.
I completely agree with Haripriya. She said sometimes we postpone works. The procrastination is going to be our end. So it depends upon the time. Like for example, we have 1 month of time for case study, and still some people are pending in it. And but many people have done it. And if we have the time period for very less duration, like for 2 days or so much, we lack the time to be productive and be creative.
Yes,
yeah,
sorry to interrupt you, but with the pressure of the deadline, people may rush to do the work in a fixed time. So
Yeah,
it
that's
may
what I
take.
said. That's what I said. That's why duration matters. When we have less time, our brains are not going to be much productive.
Yeah, it may
When
become
we have
passive.
when the time is enough, our brain is going to be productive. But there is a slight chance that we are going to waste the time due to our laziness and postponing our things. We always prioritize silly matters such as, for myself, I waste my time a lot, like for eating food and no, I don't watch anime. I don't watch anime at all. I spend my time mostly scrolling and sleeping mostly. I even don't want to wake up every morning. So I think,
But that time we need deadlines to work to do our work.
Complete-
Yes, I agree with you, Akila.
Things,
There are some people who can work under high pressure. There are some people who cannot work under high
yeah,
pressure.
completely agree with the.
So, but I believe having more time, you may get postpone your work. So always have a deadline to your work. It may get progress your work.
and they give deadlines on your 8 hours of the work time. They not do your work on your personal time. So they give the deadline on some uh,
Well,
basement.
we are not, we every one of us are not like very civilized. Like, we don't part our times to be like, this is our personal time, this is our work time, we need to work in
We
this
mixed
time.
up all the times.
You have to
But
set up
that
times like
system
that.
only
You
they are
have
keeping
And that,
that
your
yeah,
line.
but that's the system only I'm saying, we need to have the discipline.
So for some things
Yes,
we need a
participate in
deadline, and for things we need more creativity and more productivity. So for some things we do not need the deadlines. So maybe so from this we conclude that a deadline uh,
So I have one point to say. So uh, there are different people who can like Haripriya can't work under stress, but I'm saying that I need the discipline, I need the deadline to make myself up and work hard for it. Like, we do need deadlines, and it depends upon the time. Like, if we have less time, we can't be productive, but if we have more time, we can be lazy enough to postpone our things.
If there is a deadline, the work lowers the work quality also.
if you do not have deadline, then you have to postpone your work
Yeah.
weeks and
day by
days.
day.
Uh,
So from all these discussions, we can say that we need deadlines for some things, and we need we need we don't need the deadlines for some things, so that we can create a productive and implemented creative ideas.
So bottom of the line, the deadline, I think. So we conclude this topic, this discussion by saying that uh, deadlines don't matter until we have the discipline to finish the work on time.
Hello everyone, I'm Madhu from we are from Tripoli. My topic is to influence of movies on society. Nowadays, people are watching movies more times, but people are just watching for entertainment. But some people are taking the some topics in the movies, and also um, nowadays many of the good movies and bad movies also there. From good movies, we can learn more things than bad movies. So that's I agree with Rajesh. Nowadays, there are a lot of movies coming. People are attracting to some people are attracting to good movies and some people are attracting to bad movies.
So I partially agree with Sunil because it is upon the viewer who views the movie or something else, that whatever the video is. But it depends on us how we take the matter from the video or movie. If we take the conveying as a good way in good way, the impact on society is good way. If we take it in another bad way, it will be in bad.
As Rajesh said, there are good movies and evil movies. The movies which influence people like sports dramas and others which inspire people to do what they do in the movie. And
What said is absolutely right, but directors also make attract people attention to their movies so that they're keeping more movies on for only action, not only for the family dramas and also and they some of the directors will give good things on movies like many of movies are there for they're giving their good reasons and good outputs like that. All directors have to learn.
Yes, I agree with you. There are a lot of sport movies. Recently, I watched MS Dhoni movie. The sports players who want to retirement, they really watch MS Dhoni movie so many times. Sports players, they are motivated by themselves by watching MS Dhoni movie a lot of times.
many people are inspiring by the characters like doing their hairstyles and following their fashion.
Yes, I agree with Rajesh because uh, we are taking the fashion what they are following. They follow their fashion for the sake of money and economy, but we shouldn't follow that type of style.
I agree with Rajesh. Nowadays, people are forgetting tradition and addicted to the Western by seeing the movies and by influencing. They are doing their hairstyles and their dressing sense also change. So I agree with Nikita. Absolutely, what he said is right. But not only the fashion and the hairstyle, the scenes which are portrayed in the movie, they are recreating in the real life, and they are addicted to more addicted to the movies, so that they are behaving like the characters in the movies.
Yes, I agree with Rashni that everyone looking into their fashion and hairstyles, we should watch the concept and how they are portraying the movie, and they are showing many uh, incidents that happened outside in the society.
I oppose Madhu's previous statement that directors make a film that action films and so on.
As we said that in the beginning, movies are only for the entertainment purpose, but so many people take it as seriously. But we have good movies and bad movies, but most of the people are attracted to the bad movies. Also, we have so many English movies which are help us to improve our communication skills also.
So what you said is absolutely right, but nowadays people are watching only for Telugu movies because for their content, but not even one person also not watching English movies for their improvement of English or any other communication skills because the movies are over expectations and that much I like. No, I do not agree to Madhu because movies can influence in our society by changing our beliefs, opinions. Because nowadays movies are not all not all about hero and heroine. It's all about affection, love, and a good relationship, etc. For example, if we see a child abuse movie, that we will reflect from that movie that we will take the action if the child abuse is there in our society. By
I
this,
disagree with Madhu that not every movie is not about language. You should enjoy the movie for entertainment. If you want to learn English, you should try something else.
obviously it is, but if we doesn't understand that movie, how can we learn? How can we watch that
That
movie?
is why you should not. You should learn first the language and after you should see.
No, I completely disagree with Raj's statement because we can learn by seeing, as we know that learning by doing is like that. We can see that movies by we can learn English by seeing the English movies.
Okay, well, you said absolutely right. While watching also we can learn more things.
So, but
I
not only this aspect, so the people and over the world, so they are addicted to the movie stars or heroes or heroines, they are making a fan associations and there are many fan wars. So they are competing with each other. So the heroes and the villains are outside the villains. They are friendly only, but the fans are not in a good manner.
As
As he said that we give the importance to the heroes or heroines, or you mentioned that our sister heroes, etc. But we didn't even give the importance that the content they have provided.
The major impact is people are getting into action by influence of movies. Uh,
I have a doubt for Rajesh. If you have seen likely to movies, would you see that movie at a time? If you have same movie, now for example, if you have a family movie, and after 3 months also they give same content on same family. If you see
That is good content.
same content,
yes,
It depends on the situation also.
so now depending upon reason, only the directors make their hairstyles different so that they attract the people more. So they only giving their attention on the people, but
based on the public review, directors are making films, right? As per your opinion.
So we conclude that movies are only for entertainment. No one should take it as a personal. It is only entertainment of 3 hours.
not.